And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster and we touching base with you as we do every day. And I'm here with my partner in crime, Chris Edwards.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. It is a new day. I mean, we woke up this morning to some really cool weather. I
Very,
had to
very
close my
cold weather.
windows. I had to close my windows. All my windows are down except for this window's open. I had to close the windows because it was
I
so
told you it was
cold.
like that yesterday. We slept with the wind. I would say, I mean, outside of having the air conditioner on, this is the first couple of days where everything's been closed at nighttime because it's been so cold.
Oh man, I said, wow. But then tonight is gonna be cool, warmer than last night, and then tomorrow's gonna be in the 80s.
Yeah, it's weird. And even yesterday when
This
I went out for my walk yesterday evening, because I didn't go in the morning, it was
mhm.
70 degrees, which was the high yesterday here. It was still very
Mm.
cool. It was a cool 70 degrees. Like
Yes, it
I
was
had on
perfect.
I had on my work tights and a long sleeve, and I was still a little cold,
Yesterday
but it felt good.
was perfect. I mean, I went out to the city. I went to meet with my buddy, and we hung out a little bit. And I got on the bike, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, it's cold out!" But yeah, Adrian says it's going to be 80 tomorrow. Adrian is the first person in the building. Adrian is
Yeah,
the first
at
person in the
at
building. He gets the
11:03.
gold. He gets the gold today. And look, now they're popping in like popcorn. Janet's in the building. She says
Yeah.
greetings, Ron and Chris and
Good
Touch Base Daily
morning.
family. There's Elise. It's like the
Good morning.
notification just went out. The,
Yeah, yeah. It's
Elise
weird.
says good morning, and then Bryson's now saying good morning. Okay, we were like, it's just gonna be Chris and I just by
That's
ourselves.
all right. We're used to it.
This is how we do anyway. We talk like we
Yeah,
already talk, right? I
yeah.
found this shirt in my wardrobe as I'm packing up the house.
Is
I
that in
forgot I
Brooklyn?
had this is a Brooklyn Dodgers sweatshirt. I forgot I had this thing.
It looks
And
brand new.
but you know what's missing? I think it's missing. Did it
Oh, the
ever
cord,
have
the
a
string.
I don't think it ever had a string. No, it never had a string. But
It is that old. It's vintage, vintage,
it's
pre-string.
vintage. So this is like a vintage piece. I mean, it is Nike, but yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. There we go. Oops.
Oh,
I lost my headset. But yeah, so I found this. I was like, wait a minute, where's that? Where was this? Yes, I bought it probably while I was working at Foot Locker. So like everything
mm.
else, all my sports stuff. So it is a new day. It's a new day, and a lot happening in the world. Mr. P Diddy is getting his
Sentence. He's being
sentencing
sentenced.
today,
Yeah.
and my brother says he's getting no time. I think he is.
Well,
I
let's
think
see.
he's going to get time. I think he's
Let's
going to
see.
get five at least. I think he'll get 5 years.
I believe the prosecution asked this morning for him to get 11.
Yeah, they wanted 11 years, the prosecution, but then other people are saying that they want him to have time already served and then set him free.
Because
But
he's been in
I
jail for
believe
what? A,
5 years.
he's been in jail for 5 years?
No, he hasn't been in jail for 5 years.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, how long has he been in jail?
He's been in jail for like what, a year and a half? Was it a year now?
Probably, yeah. I think it's been at least a year and a half.
Yeah, something. Adrian says probably time served and probation. I don't know. I think he's gonna get 5 years. I
Well, I
think he's
mean,
going to get 5 years.
he was found not guilty on the more egregious charges, so he might not get that much time. I think I'm leaning where Adrian is.
You think it's gonna be probability? We should have a betting pool.
Probably.
if
Maybe
this
we
was
might find out before we get off.
if this was the trading floor at the stock exchange, it would be automatically a bidding pool. And Adrian would be playing. I guarantee you. Adrian would be like, "Where's the pool? Where's the pool?" And Kimmy Kim is in the morning. She says, "Good morning, Miss Kimmy Kim." So, yeah, so that's going on in the world right now. Arlesia's in the building. She said it's been beautiful in Chicago area, low 80s, and we will be talking about Chicago. I found more footage on that raid that happened in Chicago.
Mm,
Some people were were detained. Some people were segregated. Some they had their homes, you know, ransacked, and
Ransacked, yeah.
then also 35 people were taken away.
I mean, the amount of foolishness that's just going on right now with this administration, it's just like, I mean, I'm literally looking at just like a list of stupid things right
Mm,
now. I don't know if you heard the one about Cash Patel, where he visited New Zealand and brought a 3D printed gun
no,
as a gift.
no.
Mind you, guns are illegal in New
In
Zealand.
New Zealand and
Granted,
Australia.
it wasn't you couldn't fire it, but they took it and threw it in the trash. Like,
He's
how
so
dumb
stupid.
are you? You don't even know like the laws of the places you're going to, and why would you
He's
bring a 3D printed gun?
he's the head of our FBI.
Lord
I'm
Jesus,
telling
help
you,
us!
y'all, we are in trouble, and I feel I I I hate to be the one that keeps saying it over and over. Something horrible is coming. Something is horrible is coming. It's no way America can get away unscathed with putting this
Yeah,
man in office and putting all these horrible, not even mediocre, unqualified people in positions of authority.
yeah.
And Lisa's in
And
the building. She says, "Did y'all see the Reaper video?" Well, let's take it away.
yeah,
Let's show it.
you just mentioned that.
I just told Chris about
I
it.
I think I missed
Oh,
that one.
let's take it away, Bobby Bob. Yes, here we
Oh
go.
Lord Jesus,
Since this is
help
Focus Friday,
us.
and we love our Focus Fridays, and we focus on accounts that encourage, inspire, and inform.
So
Um,
we're working on Inform right now.
yeah, we're working on inform because
Okay.
there's, but one of my favorite people, I will tell you, one of my favorite people is Harry Simpson, and or Sassoon. He is definitely been a major player in politics, and young guy. He had
Excuse
a
me.
little scuffle during the end of the year, but he's come back from it, and he is really. I enjoy I enjoy his feed and what he has to share. But since he's the one that shared it this morning, and this is how I found out about it, yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the stupidity of the president. What else can we talk about?
This man has nothing else better to do.
Here we go. This is Harry. He put it out this morning. And let me get that there.
It's
And
the middle of the night, and Donald Trump just posted this incredibly strange AI video of him and JD Vance in a band, and the author of Project 2025 as the Grim Reaper. It's as weird as it sounds. Take a look. Is the Reaper. He wields a pen, the fun's and a brain. Here comes the Reaper. Comes your babies. Comes the Reaper. Gonna tie your hands. Here comes the Reaper. Okay. That's the president of the United States in the middle of the night posting AI videos on his social media platform. He's like your boomer MAGA uncle, except he's running the country. Our government is shut down right now. People in the military, people at the TSA, the National Guard, all these different agencies are not receiving a paycheck. They are not getting paid. People can't access crucial services. And Donald Trump, instead of working on this issue, is posting AI videos. We are so screwed.
he said it. We are this country.
This is the supposed to be the president of the United States, the alleged leader of the free world, and he is like a 15-year-old up late at night, hiding in his closet, posting on social media.
It is. I don't. I can't even think of a word that I can convey my feelings about this whole situation. This man is a ignorant buffoon. It's just he's I, I just can't believe we're living here. I cannot believe
Yes, we are.
this is where America has. But then when I take a moment to pause, I will always end it with this statement, and you will hear me say it over and over. America is getting what it deserves. It put this man in office, the ones that are out there. America has done harm to people for a century plus, 2 centuries, 3 centuries, 4 centuries. It is no wonder that this country will collapse. It cannot stand. It will not stand. It cannot endure the insanity.
Can I say something?
That's my opinion.
My mother's mom, my grandma, before she passed, it's been 6 years now. It's been 6 years. And she, just in talking with my mom, she always said they would always talk, and she would always say to her, America's gonna fall. I see it coming. And my mom would always just say that, like your grandmother always said that America's gonna fall. And here we are, America is falling.
It's done. America is done. And if you can get out of this country, if you can flee for the hills or find some communities that you can create and build around to protect it, it is only going to get worse.
And they're acting like there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. It's just like, JD Vance stood up in the press room, I think it was yesterday, when he was asked, do you think it's okay that the president is tweeting and posting on social media AI-generated videos of Hakeem Jeffries with a sombrero and a mustache. Yeah. And he was like, oh, he's just having fun. Like, dude, you have the most serious job in the world. You should not be having fun. The government shut down. You should not be having fun. You should be working for the American people. You should not be having fun. If you want to have fun, go step down and go play golf somewhere. This is ridiculous. It's not even worth even really being enraged about this, because this is just who he is, and this is just the constant childish behavior that he has shown us from 2015. This is not anything new. And it's just gotten worse with his dementia, with his Alzheimer's, with whatever sickness he's got going on. It's crazy.
This man is sick. And at least, and we'll keep saying it on this platform. If we the people don't shut this country down, it will be over. And I will go beyond that. If we the people don't fight to end this craziness, nope, let's change the word crazy, this insanity, it's over. America is over if the people do not take a stand. But unfortunately, like Gwendolyn says, I'm paraphrasing, until that pain is great, people are not going to do anything. And until it hits their backyard, until it hits them personally, because most Americans are individuals. They live in a mindset of selfishness. They don't have the ability to see what's happening to their brother can happen to them, because they don't see anyone else as their brother or their sister.
We live in an I society.
It's an I society. It's not a we society. It's definitely the train on we the people has long gone.
I the person.
It's I the person. And until this country wakes up, but it will wake up, but it will be too late. The country will be gone. And I will say, as a student of history, and I'll say it over again, this one, no great power ever has returned after its fall. None. Not one in history.
Lisa, I think, said it best. But the sad part, there is at least 50 million people who think that video was amazing and liked it and made comments that they loved it.
Mm.
That's it. It's honestly, it's not even about this orange man and his administration. It's the people who support it. That is the problem. Because here's the thing: when he goes away, because he will eventually go away one way or the other, it's the people left behind that still believe in all the things that he was saying and doing that will still be here. We're not getting out of this once he goes away. Even if MAGA was supposed to go away, they're not going away because now we know that there are 50 million people or, 100 million people
Well, there
who
was
believe
70. It was set. What was it? 78 that
70
voted.
million that voted for. Right. But what I'm saying is that there are those amount of people that are still here
They
that will
among
carry
us.
on
They live
all of
among us.
that.
Just like the people that are the descendants of those that want to fight for their slaves, the ones that would create treason against the United States of America and went to war with the United States of America. Their descendants are with us. Their mindset, their spirit is still with us. We would, I mean, that's what Christian nationality is. That same mindset. But this man, you can't even really call him a man. He's just a man baby. And the rest of the world
Evil spirit.
is just shaking their head. Like you're
And
watching America crumble before your eyes around the world. Around the world, people are saying, we can't believe this is happening.
but why is it that other people can see it and the people that live here don't even know what's going on? Like they have a lot of people don't have any clue because they're so tuned out. They are so tuned out. Oh, I don't watch the news because I don't like listening to all the negativity. But you know what? Okay, you live in your little bubble, but guess what? Your bubble's about to burst. And then it's gonna be like, well, oh, I didn't know. And how can you not know? It's been happening around you. Like we're so oblivious. We live in these little small communities and small minds and don't look at the bigger picture. That is the problem with this country. And you know, you can't even say it's this generation that's coming up because it's a lot of the older people that are doing it.
This is people
They
my
know,
age,
they,
and
they know better.
this is the country. This is
Yeah,
generations of failure. Janice says it's tragic. It's like a bad Shakespearean story.
yeah,
I
it's
mean, we're
bad.
watching this. We're watching the country crumble before our eyes,
It's
and
burning.
where we land is beyond me. But this does not end well
America is
for
burning.
for anyone. Elise says the January 6th people are still with him. That's right, and they're loose.
Of course,
They're
because he
loose
freed
among
them.
us because he
I mean,
freed them.
people that were convicted and serving time are out on the street. And of course, a lot of them went, as soon as they got out, started committing more crimes. Some of them went right back to jail. Some of them are dead because they came across the wrong person
The
and they
wrong
unalived
guys.
them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's crazy. And then they're praising people that did horrific things. As a matter of fact, the guy that wore the horns that stormed the Capitol,
Yes.
you know, he's suing the federal government and Donald Trump
For
because
what?
he said, I forget what it was, but he said that he's the true, the rightful president of the
Oh no.
country.
Oh
I mean,
no.
these people are not playing with a full deck.
They're
Okay.
not. They're not. And this is what America produced. These people is what America produced. Kimmy Kim says maybe many of them would not be that way if they really got to know people of other races. You know, Kimmy, I agree with you on some level, but for instance, I, I was thinking about this yesterday or 2 days ago. People have been saying, oh, you know what, people are not tuned in because of the cares of life. They're poor, they have to go to a job. Some people have 3 jobs, so they don't know what's going on in the news, and they don't pay attention because their lives are too hard. And I want to say hogwash. Do you know why I say that? Americans are just stupid people. I hate to be so blunt. The average American is stupid
Truth.
and beyond an idiot. Now I probably get slack about it saying something like that, but it is true. Think about this. I want you to think, and this is because I've been to other countries. I can go anywhere in Nigeria. Nigeria is not a rich country. I mean, it's wealthier than most people think. Or you can go to the townships in Namibia, townships in South Africa. You can go to Costa Rica and the villages. You can go anywhere around the world. And do you know that the poor people know more about America than the Americans?
Yeah.
And they're poor and they're struggling and they're trying to live from day to day. But they know about their country and they know about our country. When the average Nigerian knows everything about American news, they don't live here and they're struggling. So I think it's a cop-out to say that Americans are having hard times and so they're not focused. You hear that on CNN and a bunch of TV shows. And I'm like, no way. It's no way.
It's a cop out.
People do what they're going to do. People do what
Absolutely.
they want to do. If you want news, you go get it. If you want the truth, you go get it. Americans are lazy and weak. I know. It sounds. I know it's a broad brush. I'm just talking about as a collective.
No, but that's how we have to group ourselves now, because that's how the rest of the world sees us.
The world sees us as Americans, period. They don't see us as Black Americans, Asian Americans, Chinese.
They don't see red states or blue states.
No, they don't see red states, blue states.
Oh, look at all of them over there and look at the fool that is leading them. That's what they say, and that's what they see.
Yeah. So Omar says, W through this was no politics Friday. Sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah.
You know what also I had my train of thought. It'll come back to me. It will come back to me. Janice says, maybe if they taught Shakespeare, exactly, they'll see and understand tragedy. That's right. They don't even teach Shakespeare any longer. Bryson says, his S still in prison. Oh yeah, that is that's about I do believe Mr. Diddy. Lisa says, when I was in North Carolina, a lady was short on her bill and put a candle back. I got it and gave it to her. The cashier said how nice that was. I told her maybe she will have a different perspective about Black people now. No, I'm just sorry. I know I'm cynical. What can I say, Lisa? She's gonna go back to her own cave and say, there was one. Oh, she was one of the nice ones. Like I've heard many times. Oh, you're one of the nice ones. Yes. Okay. It's another feature. Oh, Focus Friday. So it's Focus Friday, y'all. And if you have an account that you want to share with the community that is going to encourage, inspire, and inform, make sure you put it inside the comment box with the FF.
Yes, I'm scanning.
Okay? And Chris will be scanning, and he will copy and paste and put it into the chat. Into my private feed over here. Kimmy Kim says, I have met so many people starting in high school and through my career where people all kinds considerate and friendly to all. But I know we can't all be the same with same thoughts, etc. Yeah. What makes humanity amazing, if you let humanity be, is that we're all different. Who wants to be in the same place when everybody looks the same? You ever seen any of those movies like the Stepford Wives?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's moving the same. Everyone's saying the same words. Everyone's dressed the same way. That's boring. What makes humanity beautiful is diversity.
Yep.
Every individual is beautiful. And I'm saying that's a broad blanket statement because all humanity could be interesting. Okay, there's another one out there. There's some more. This is something I talked about with my friends. And this young lady, I love her. I even sent her a text this morning in her messages because she literally, I mean, I mentioned her before on this Focus Friday, but she makes me happy every time I see her online. And
Oh, I
again,
love her.
we talked about
Yeah,
Ashley last week, but I'm bringing her back again this week
I love her.
because I've always said this since since the Trump and Vance world we live in, and because my mind goes through the analogy of something biblical. You remember in the Bible that we grew up with, before Jesus came along, there was John the Baptist. Now, John the Baptist led the way for Jesus to take the stage. I am a believer. This is in the reverse polar opposite, but still the same thing. Trump is a John the Baptist, if I may use the analogy. And JD Vance is whatever he is. I don't want to call him the Antichrist. I don't want to call him whatever he is. But that man, this is the leadway for him. And we know that because we've already talked about this in this community, that remember, Trump did not want Vance to be his vice president. It was the Heritage Society and the Federalist people that wanted JD Vance to be vice president because they needed Trump to set the groundwork and then Vance to take on the position. Trump, they never intended for Trump to serve out his term. Even though they're doing the 2028 thing, they know that the Federalist people and the American, the Heritage Society, they put Vance there for a reason. Peter Toole paid millions.
He's a
millions to put Vance in the Senate. Millions. And I have said this since they picked him, because we also know that Vance was part of Project 2025.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote the foreword for Project 2025. These people are all in it together. And if I make, there you go, Heritage Foundation. Sorry, thank you. I got JD is the real tool. Thank you, Elise. JD is the real tool of the Heritage Foundation. Thank you for got everything mixed up there. Heritage Foundation and the Federalist Society. And I want now, based on that thought, listen up.
Showed it implode. The trials, the chaos, the age, something, right? But nobody's asking what comes after. The answer is chilling. JD Vance. Because if Trump is the face of MAGA, JD Vance is the prototype built in a lab by billionaires who studied everything that Trump got wrong and decided to perfect it. So let's be real, JD Vance did not crawl out of poverty and bootstrap his way up. He was engineered, funded. Peter Thiel, the same billionaire who helped bankroll Facebook, who dreams of rewriting democracy, poured millions into making Vance the one. They took a Yale law grad, a Wall Street insider, and turned him into hillbilly JD, the flannel-wearing everyman. His memoir wasn't empowerment. It was bait, a story sold to elites about poor white Appalachia. Also, they could feel superior and he could launch himself into power. But here's the difference. Trump stumbled into power. He tripped on celebrity and white grievance and accidentally became president. He never thought he'd win. We never thought he'd win. What? Billionaires tolerated him, but they couldn't control him. Vance, he is control. He's the dream candidate for the ultra-rich, smart enough to carry out an agenda, cynical enough to flip-flop on his beliefs, and ruthless enough to clock cruelty in calm speeches. He once called Trump America's Hitler, and then sold his soul for power once he realized that MAGA was the ticket. And that's what makes him worse, right? Trump's reckless, we all know that. Vance, though, Vance is precise. History teaches us it is never the loudest fire starter who cements authoritarian rule. It's the polished successor that builds the system that lasts. With Vance at the helm, you don't just get book bans in Florida. You get national curriculum written by billionaires. You don't just get immigration walls. You get mass raids, surveillance, and whole communities forced into silence. You don't just get conservative judges. You get a judiciary hardwired to protect billionaire power and lock ordinary people out for decades. And here's the trap: people are going to relax. They'll say, at least he's not Trump. At least he sounds normal. But normal is not safe, y'all. It's more dangerous because billionaires don't want chaos. They want order, the kind of order that benefits them and crushes everyone else. So don't be fooled. JD Vance is not a leader. He's a project, a billionaire Frankenstein. Trump was the test run and JD is the upgrade. And history is clear. Empires don't collapse with the clown at the top. They endure when the polished, calculated heir takes over and locks the system in place. That's why when Trump falls, JD Vance doesn't just rise. He cements everything that Trump only dreamed of.
And
Yep.
she sums it up
Very poignant.
perfectly. And I've been saying this, and some of my friends, if they listen, they know I've been saying this for since November. But really, it's not since November, since the election before they won, that's what was going to happen if they won the election. Vance is the most dangerous of them all. And I don't want to call him an antichrist because I don't know. But I tell you one thing, maybe Pope Francis felt something before he went on to be with the Lord. When he met JD Vance. Because that's when he perished, right after meeting JD Vance. And I don't know what that means, but I know when I look at that man, I get the chills because he is waiting in line until after they accomplish everything they need to accomplish under Project 2025. Then they're going to roll out Vance and they're going to roll away Trump. That's just my opinion. And as I look at history, as I look at what I see before my very eyes, they're gonna. I don't know how they're gonna roll away Trump, whether he'll be standing or laying down, but they're gonna roll in JD Vance, and JD Vance was not ever on that ticket for just being on the ticket.
Yeah.
Just saying. And that's more chilling. She brought out, I had to send her a thank you. This morning I got, because I'm always following her stuff. And I said, I got to just send a personal note to her. And I did this morning because I appreciate her every week. And so again, let me just go back to her account so you can see who she is. And I was intrigued by her also because she has a camera in her hand. So I'm curious. Ashley, if you ever see this, are you a photographer? Because this is what got my attention when I first ran into her, Ashley B. Is she a photographer? I don't know. Anyway, she's on TikTok and she's also here on Instagram. 375,000 followers. I follow her and I know a lot of people follow her. She is so good.
We have I put one in our chat. This one was from Omar. It's our photographer.
Awesome. I see it. Let me also, let me see what you guys are saying in here. Okay, here we go. I'm caught up. Okay, here we go. JD is real. Hey, Anthony Rowland's in the building, y'all. Anthony Rowland is here. And Romar has this is strictly photography. So we're gonna get that on the board. And Fifi and then Elise says, you will hear more people calling for them to invoke the 25th Amendment. Yep.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna roll in Mr. JD Vance. And that's when the party really gets started. Bryson says, you know he's not going to make it for the next 4 years. No, he's not. We know Trump is not. He doesn't even want to be there. He only ran because he didn't want to go to jail. Anthony Rowland says, they're always played the long game. That's the issue I've always had with the Democrats for decades. They don't know the long game as a whole. It's unfortunate.
You know what it is with the Democrats? They're always just fixing problems. Instead of planning ahead, they're always just fixing current issues and not projecting to the future.
The great thing about the Democratic Party, and because I'm always giving them a hard time, I give the Democrats a hard time all the time. I've been doing that for years because they blow my mind. However, I will give credit to the Democrat Party because the Democrat Party cleans up. It's like they're the cleaning ladies. They come in, or the cleaning men, and they come in after the trash, after Republicans trash the country. The Democrats always come in to repair. Now, the problem with that is that they repair, but they don't institute the future. They repair from the past, but they don't know how to institute the future in a lot of cases. Some things they do well, and I know some people may not like that, but the Democrats still don't have a message. They need one singular message to run on and bring everybody under that tent. But they do clean up the past because the Republicans always destroy the country, and then the Democrats come in and repair it. They just don't see the future. Exactly, Elise. They're not proactive. Anthony says, I agree. They are the serve pro of America, but they need to be more proactive to prevent these messes. Okay, let's go to this wonderful photographer.
Yes.
Let's show them some photography. And we did say this on these Focus Fridays, we're going to also dedicate more time to photography. And I have a couple also that I'm going to share, but here we go. This is, let me get this name up here. Jerry Lisler, photographer, hospitality, architectural, and commercial photographer, working worldwide, upcoming Germany soon, Uzbekistan. Okay, here we go. Let's see what he got going on this page. Okay, this is something I can get with. Thank you, Omar, because this is not just architecture. This is interior. I love the combination of architecture and interior. So you know what? Let's go a little closer. Let's dive in. Ooh. Now he's taking some, these are his pictures. He's taking he's got some good jobs. Look at these.
Well, he looks like he does a lot of commercial work.
Yeah,
like
commercial
hotels and restaurants, that type of stuff. All high end, nice spa.
Oof.
Beautiful monotone color palette.
I love the work. I do love.
So here's the thing with architecture photography that people don't realize. It really is high on lighting. Like, you think lighting's an individual person is hard. It's really hard to light architectural spaces because, some spaces don't get a lot of light. You want to highlight certain things. You flood these spaces with a lot of artificial light to make them like really pop. or they have other techniques where you stack layered photos. So basically, you light one area properly, then you light the next area, and then you do what we call stack photography. You stack the images on top of one another, and then basically you airbrush those other spaces out and blend the photos together. Masking, sorry, you mask the images together. That's what I was looking for.
I love everything this man is doing here. Look at I love these. Yeah, this is high-end hotels.
Yeah.
And life, yeah, basically
Beautiful.
hotels. Beautiful hotels.
Cafes, restaurants,
That's
spas.
architecture.
That's beautiful. And then here's another thing too. A lot of people say, "Oh, how do you get all these exterior shots where there's no people?" I can almost guarantee you that that was taken during the middle of the day when there's tons of people around. But there's a way to you do long exposures, and the
Yeah.
things that are moving automatically just kind of
Fade
disappear
away.
out of the photograph. Right.
Yes. Long
That's
exposure.
one technique.
Thank you, Chris, on that. That's a good tip.
Brings me back to my architecture photography that I used to do back in
That's
the day.
right. You are an architect. I keep, people forget that you are an architect as well as a photographer. Look at that. Oh, this makes me want to travel. This is in Dubai.
That's beautiful.
I want to go. I want to go. I can't wait to go. Look at that. Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
That's a gorgeous shot.
This is in Saint Pancras, London, by
That's beautiful.
the Autograph Collection. It seems to be Omar, if I'm correct. I mean, he's pretty much based in Europe.
That's what I'm getting.
Look at that. These are some beautiful spaces. For the interior designer in me, I could linger here all day long.
And what good interior photography does, it inspires you to, incorporate some of the things that you're seeing as inspiration in future projects.
I always say, when I would have spend time with my clients as an interior designer, I would always mention to my clients, we will take our cues from the hotels. And they're like, Ron, what do you mean by this? I said, we're going to a couple of hotels. And they would be shocked that I would walk them to a hotel and go into the lobby. We would look at the lobby. We would look at the dining area. And I would say, what do you like about this? And then we jot down the information. Or we will pick up magazines that deal with hospitality, interior design, that focus on, like Interior Design Magazine is mainly commercial spaces.
Yeah.
And so I would ask them to go through the magazine, pick out what they like.
Well, one of the things to note that hotels are inspiration for the home. A lot of times when you're designing your bedroom, most people are modeling it after a hotel they've been to, picking the same type of mattress and comforter and hotel sheets, and then also you have to look at hotels are great references for longevity as far as like materials, because you've got so many people coming in and out of it. You have to pick materials that will stand the test of time, and then people use it as inspiration for in their homes as well.
Yes, for those that don't know, this is what Omar does also for his company, VLK. Omar does architectural photography and design. Now, this space right here, even though it's a lot going on, it's like chaotic, but yet at the same time it's
controlled chaos. Yeah,
controlled chaos. Look at this. Look at this.
It's whimsical.
Wow. I would have a time of my life photographing these places. I do love photographing interior design and architecture. Look at this. Now this is giving you lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. But these are the
Okay.
images that draw you to a lot of these vacation spots. Like
Yeah.
you fall in love with locations because of the hotels and the imagery that's shown in those hotel photos.
Well, okay, let's bring it back his title, because I'm definitely following now. And let's see, we pop this out of here. This is the page. This is the gentleman. I am in it. I am in it. I am in this. I am in this page. I'm surprised he only has 5,000 followers. And this also shows you that just because you have low followers doesn't mean you don't do great photography.
Well, here's the I
And great
find that
photographers don't get the spotlight like they should.
no, it's funny. Instagram was founded on the premise of photography, and
Yeah.
it's not that anymore. Photographers don't do well here on Instagram. They use it as a portfolio for clients,
Yes.
but they don't have like that following because it doesn't follow the social media norms that we've come to know in like now. So
yeah. So there you have that. That was good. That was good.
That was a really good one, Omar.
Thank you, Omar. That was a good one. Okay. I think we got time for one more because we're going to leave. We're closing shop at 12 o'clock on the dot.
All right. Well, we have a little bit more than just a little over 10 minutes.
I got work to do. I got a lot of other work to do. But let me just go and let me just go to our next thing here.
That was a really good one.
That was
seen a really good one like that.
Loved that, Omar. And there's another one I wanted to share with you. I saved for you guys this week. Oh, we're not going to close with this because there's one more after this, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention because we talked about it yesterday. And therefore, this is all things democracy. Here we go. Now, I don't know if you guys follow All Things Democracy, but it is, let me see, All Things Democracy is really a great platform. And ATD and Democracy and Freedom. So check that out if you're not following them. And now you'll see why this is so important.
Hundreds of agents raided an apartment complex in Chicago in the middle of the night, taking children out naked and detaining Black U.S. citizens. This happened around 1 a.m. at a large apartment complex in the South Shore neighborhood of Chicago. Over 300 agents from ICE, FBI, ATF, and other agents showed up to the apartment complex. They came with helicopters, some people saying they saw Black Hawk helicopters, and it seems like they also came hidden in budget and U-Haul trucks. Officials from the government said that they did this because they were looking for 6 high-priority targets, including suspected members of Tren de Aragua, even though they never showed a warrant while they were there, and they have not confirmed if they actually detained anyone that is a member of Tren de Aragua. Agents went into nearly all of the 100 apartments that were in the complex. They were busting down doors and dragging people out of their beds. There are reports of kids being zip-tied and being taken out buck naked. Black residents who are U.S. citizens also said that they were dragged out of their apartments. They were held at gunpoint, asked to give their name, date of birth, and asked if they had any warrant. They also separated people, Black people in one van and immigrants in the other van. Reports say that between 30 to 40 people were disappeared that night. Activists are trying to figure out who were the people that were disappeared since the government is not giving any information on the individuals. This raid should be a reminder that they're coming for all of us. Look, white supremacists have done a great job of separating the Black and Latino community, especially during the last election. They separated us so then they can come and hunt us down. They don't care about any of us because of the color of our skin. And to any white people seeing this and say, not my problem, remember Donald Trump just said that U.S. cities should be training grounds for the military. And they're starting, as always, with Black and brown bodies. They're moving to everyone next, white people included. I'm sorry this is happening to our communities, but we need to stick together.
Yep.
So he's he has more information there, and it's a developing story. And so follow that. That was just a follow up from yesterday because on Jazzy she brought that up to us. And now we see the whole the extent of what went on in Chicago, and which is I'm still surprised that this is not on mainstream media.
Yeah.
But are we really surprised? No. And then there's one more thing I want to share with you, and this is to photographers. This is to our photographers out there. Let's see if we got. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, so this is to our photographers. This is another platform that is really cool. This is called the Freelance Photog. Hold on, here we go. And so if you're into photography, you might want to check this out. The Freelance Photog is 48,000 followers in this on this platform, but it's a lot of great information for photographers. If you're trying to figure out, because most of us photographers, we live in silos, and it's a lonely road when you're a photographer. So most photographers are by themselves, trying to figure it out from day to day, trying to figure out their pricing, trying to figure out how to deal with clients, trying to figure out different hurdles that they're crossing over. But most of the time we are by ourselves as photographers. But this platform has a lot of good information. Charge a rush fee, pause portfolio building, stop second guessing finances, when brands get ghost or say no, clients don't land by chance, how to handle price shoppers, drop your portfolio at city plus city below, make 1,000 without shooting, the classic client promises. So this is a great platform, y'all. If you are want to get with a community, this is a community as well. So, and just so you know, this weekend, they are having, I do believe this is this weekend. This is the one that's coming up. Yeah, this is the one that's coming up for October 16th and 17th. They are having a videographers for all over will come together for 2 days of live virtual workshops, guest experts, and real conversations about rates, clients, AI, and everything it takes to thrive as a freelancer today. This will include 8 live sessions, networking, community, and this is online as well, and 10 days replay access. So let me just share that real quick.
If you're a freelance photographer or videographer and you feel like you've been just making it up as you go, you're not alone in it. The creative industry has lacked transparency for far too long. Without real examples to follow, a lot of us are just guessing what it looks like to build a sustainable career in business. From how to price your work, to pitch yourselves, to speak to potential clients, handle usage and licensing, client objections, and how to run a full-time business as a freelance photographer or videographer. This lack of clarity is exactly what led us to launch the Freelance Photographer Summit, which is happening on October 16th and 17th, and you can tune in live and virtual. Across 2 days, you'll hear directly from working creatives who share the direct path they took in order to build a sustainable creative career. Sessions include behind-the-scenes strategies, case studies, and real numbers that you will not find anywhere else. We're also diving into AI, which I think is a great opportunity, but also a threat. And we're going to talk about how you can adopt it and adapt to it so then you can take advantage of it when working with your own clients. This is clarity, honesty, and a community of aspiring and full-time photographers and videographers that are ready to move forward together. Save your seat to the Freelance Photographer Summit happening on October 16th and 17th. I'll see you online.
And there you have it. And you can follow his page also. It's I think it's very informative, and they have a lot of stuff on that platform you can go through as a photographer and kind of get some answers. Because again, unless we talk to each other, we will not be informed. You know, we live in our silos and we live in our heads. So this is a good platform to connect with other photographers and that are building a community. Chris, anything you got? Any last words, sir?
Go out and enjoy this beautiful fall weather. It's supposed to get back up to the 80s, I think, tomorrow up in the
80s
Northeast.
tomorrow. I
So
don't
go
like
and
the
enjoy
80s.
it.
I don't like the 80s. No more 80s.
I think it's only a day is going to last because we're going to go back
No, in
down
New
to
York
the
City, it's
70s.
going to be 80. It's going to be 79 today. It's going to be 80 tomorrow. It's going to be 80 on Sunday.
Oh,
And I'm
okay.
like, come on, bring the fall. I
So
like
this
my
is what you call Indian.
sweatshirts.
This is Indian summer. Then this is what this is. This is
No,
Indian
Indian
summer.
summer doesn't take place until you hit your first frost. And we haven't hit a frost
I've
yet.
never heard that.
Yes.
Indian, I always thought Indian summer was like when it went back up.
Yes,
It
after the
stayed
first
up.
frost.
Oh, did not know that.
It's
I've been doing it
after
wrong
the
the whole
first
time.
frost.
Okay, I learned something new today.
And we haven't had our first frost yet.
No.
Well, I should say no. Some places have. Upstate New York has had their first frost. Maine has had their first frost. Vermont has.
They're outliers.
Yeah, but they had their first frost.
They're close to Canada.
So for them, it could be Indian summer. For we in New York City, summer just keeps continuing. It just keeps continuing. What summer to end? Janet says, hit the likes, y'all. Hit the likes. Thank you, Janet. Hit the likes. Okay, guys, we're out of here. It is 11:58. We got things to do. You got things to do. We got places to go. You do too. Have a great weekend. See ya. Well, see you tonight in game night for those that want to come out to game night.
Yeah.
See ya. Later. Hello, and thank you for joining us today. Make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, and leave a comment on this video. I would love to hear from you. Thank you again. Until I see you next time.